Call 800-965-7893, 800-965-7893, and let Best Medcare do the work for you.
Mitchell Reif reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, a recall effort hits a roadblock. Tonight, how 3 Delta County commissioners stalled a recall effort against them despite the judge denying their appeal. Plus, U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow visits the Copper Country, where she's touring to learn more about some of the high-profile work being done in the Keweenaw. And a popular football tournament is ending. What we know so far about the decision to end the UP Football All-Star Game. Your 19 News starts right now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
A pretty nice start to our week. Ariane, how long will we hold on to this sunshine?
Oh my gosh, we'll hold on for at least one more day. Thank you, Wilson Phillips. But seriously, we will. Tuesday, we'll expect it to be warm and dry until those late hours, mostly midnight, when we could see some showers pushing through as a cold front will be popping by. But Wednesday, we are expecting some showers in the area. Again, possible thunderstorms. And then those temperatures still in the 70s for the majority of the week before we could see it drop on Wednesday. Right now, today, we saw a high of 77 out at the National Weather Service Center. I've got more for you on the way.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Developing now, an effort to recall 3 Delta County commissioners in November has come to a halt. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons explains.
Today, Delta County Commissioners David Moyle, Bob Barron, and Robert Peterson appeared in the circuit court to appeal the language of the recall petitions against them, which state that each commissioner voted to terminate Administrator Emily DeSalvo's employment contract. The commissioners had to prove the language of the recall petition was unclear or non-factual. When asked if they had legal support for their appeals, none of the commissioners gave a reason regarding the language. The judge assigned to the case denied the appeals, calling them legally inadequate and essentially frivolous, and saying the commissioners were completely unprepared to support their positions.
You have effectively managed to waste everyone's time, including your own, gentlemen. You have also managed to waste taxpayer money because our citizens and taxpayers are the ones who ultimately have to pay for this court to review these inadequate and legally insufficient appeals.
However, Commissioner Moyle defends his decision to appeal.
There's the letter of the law and there's the spirit of the law. I understand the court has one way of looking at things, but I stand by everything I've done. I'm not a lawyer, and if I've made any mistakes, it was with a good attitude in mind.
Despite the appeals being denied, the recall will not be on the November ballot. Plaintiffs were required to collect necessary signatures by August 4th, but they could not begin collecting until after the appeal process. Plaintiff Stephen Benoit, a member of the Delta County Citizens for Ethical Leadership, believes the commissioners filed their appeals to prevent them from collecting signatures.
I think they used the system for their gain, which is unfortunate. We cannot allow unethical choices within our counties. It is important that we stand strong and move forward. This is what continues to happen within our county and by this commission, and we will stop it.
Benoit says the group plans to begin collecting signatures immediately. They must collect the required amount within 60 days to get the recall on the ballot in May. Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Meanwhile, tomorrow, an important race is on the ballot for the city of Menominee. Current Mayor Gene Stegman is up for re-election. The incumbent is up against 2 challengers for the office, Beth Pinoski and Casey Hoffman. Polling for the mayoral primary will be held Tuesday at Central Elementary School. A federal lawmaker is touring facilities across the UP looking at innovative technologies such as vehicle automation. U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow visited Michigan Tech University's Advanced Power Systems Research Center. APS focuses its efforts on testing automation systems that aim to grow energy efficiency. Senator Stabenow says with our rapidly changing weather in the UP, these testing facilities are paramount to protecting drivers in the winter.
Unique ways to contribute to our advanced manufacturing renaissance is by talking about cold weather, whether that's how solar panels operate. All of those things can be uniquely tested for long-term durability and so on here. And that's a really exciting part of the puzzle.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, hear from the directors of the facility who say another industry is also itching for more electrification. The UP Football All-Star Game is ending after 16 years. The organization posted on Facebook today saying this past 2023 game was the final one, though it's unclear why. Each year the tournament was played by the top recent graduate football players from UP high schools who were selected to play in one final game together at the Superior Dome in Marquette. We reached out to organizer Todd Goldbeck for comment, but we have not yet received a response. WZMQ will continue to update this story as more information becomes available. UP health departments are teaming up to promote the importance of local public health. With the help of state funding, health organization Local Public Health Cares is pooling resources for a UP-wide campaign. From community outreach and services to clinical treatments and environmental health, LPH Cares aims to ensure the public is aware of the resources available to them through their local health departments.
Whether it's access, whether it's immunizations, whether it's education and outreach, we intend to just expand on our already existing principles and hopefully reach out to a wider audience that might not be aware of some of the services that we provide.
More information about these services is available on our website and our mobile news app. Your first morning weather forecast is coming up after this break, as well as life in the 906. Jim Koski's in the studio talking about how we Hoopers like to take advantage of all the outdoor recreation opportunities we enjoy up here. And later, a test of toughness, why teams competed to see who could pull a semi-truck the fastest. That story in about 13 minutes. We're back in 2.
19 News is brought to you by Dan Perkins Construction.
When you put on a product this nice, you want to sing it from the rooftops. You know my roof's good looking, will last the rest of your life. Each day I go to work thinking, you know we're doing this right. Buy a roof for me and I think you'll see you'll be happy as a gherkin. 'Cause we do it right and we're really polite. Take it from me, Dan Perkins. You try rhyming something with Perkins.
Nope. No. No way. No. Definitely not that one. That's the one. And that's why the diamond cutters in Antwerp, Belgium call me Le Difficile. It translates as the picky one, but what it really means is I'll look at diamond after diamond until your perfect diamond is found. I'm the picky one, so Erickson Jewelers will make you the happy one.
Going about your business isn't easy these days. Consumer values and tastes are changing. We're here with ideas and information to help your business grow.
I need an advertising partner that meets my needs and is invested in my success. I have that partner with TV19.
Let us create the right advertising campaign that delivers for your business. Call us now at 906-362-1919. WZMQ works for you. WZMQ 19 News, live and local news, first warning weather, exclusive interviews. Named Best Newscast by the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. Make the switch to WZMQ 19 News. Watch WZMQ 19 News wherever you are, whenever you're ready. Subscribe to the 19 News channel on YouTube. Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasek.
Currently, we are in mostly the 70s, a little bit warm down here in Menominee, 80, 82 over in Iron Mountain. And we'll see those temperatures drop down into the 50s for everybody tonight. And those winds coming out of the north as we are preparing for some colder temperatures on Wednesday. But right now, we're fairly calm, a little bit gusty or breezy, I should say, in Marquette and Copper Harbor with those winds coming in at about 14, 15 miles an hour. The next 24 hours, we'll expect some fog overnight, patchy fog. Other than than that, mostly clear conditions. And then tomorrow, warm and sunny. Take advantage of it because I'll show you in just a moment. And then tomorrow night, we'll have clear skies for the majority of us to start. And then we'll see some increases of clouds pushing in, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Special weather statement down here in Rhinelander and especially down there in Wisconsin as they've got some storms pushing through. Could see about 35-mile-an-hour winds and heavy rain as well as frequent lightning. So heads up, if you know anyone down there, make sure they are safe. This goes until 7:15 p.m. Central Time. Now let's take a look at some of those showers that have been passing through and thunderstorms. As you can see, more precipitation down here along that Wisconsin border and definitely in Wisconsin. Everybody else staying fairly dry here in the UP. And as you can see, our radar showing right now just a little bit off south there of Iron County, but other than that, no precipitation on the radar so far. As we could see, though, of course, some sprinkles down here in southern Marquette County as we make our way into this Monday evening, but we'll expect mostly clear skies, some fog, especially along the lake shores there. And then around 2 p.m. on Tuesday, we could see some sprinkles down there in Delta and Dickinson counties. But other than that, fairly dry conditions. Now, 4 a.m. on Wednesday, maybe some showers starting to push in here in those early hours and possible thunderstorms as well. And then in the afternoon, we could see some sprinkles throughout the day, and especially in the early evening hours around 5 p.m. here, maybe some thunderstorms down there in Dickinson County. Most of that, though, in the central portion of the UP, and then things kind of clearing out after that. Tonight, the lows showing us mostly in the 50s, but some areas just a little bit above 60 there, 62 in Marquette, 63 up there in Eagle Harbor. We shouldn't be breaking 65, but you never know. Just a heads up on that UV index. We've been in the 8 range for the majority of the time right now, though. Tomorrow we'll expect that level to be about 7, so you still could expect some burning there within 15 minutes. So make sure you're applying all that sunscreen and getting shade when you need to. Tomorrow, those highs in the 75 to 85 degree range. We'll see about 81 down there in Manistee. Mostly sunny skies before we could see some sprinkles pushing in. And then the farmers market looking ahead on Wednesday. Oh man. Thunderstorms and rain showers are a possibility this week, and we'll expect those temperatures in the mid-70s. Taking a look at our 7-day for Marquette, like I said, possible showers and thunderstorms coming on Wednesday, maybe even this weekend.
Thank you very much, Ariane. Let's reflect on our life in the 906. Jim Kofsky's here. Jim, one of the best things about the UP easily is our abundance of opportunities for outdoor recreation.
And for other things as well. In fact, let me start by saying 6 stitches, a smashed finger, and a broken tooth. Now in the UP, there are 2 ways to get those kind of injuries. One would be after a really interesting night at Big Bonds, the opening day of deer season. The other, if you're a mountain biker. This is the week 2,500 mountain bikers descend upon Marquette County for the 24th annual Ore to Shore Mountain Bike Epic. This is the biggest mass start race in the state of Michigan, and you owe it to yourself to head to Negaunee Saturday morning and watch a non-stop stream of riders past roll you. In a way, the race, actually the whole trend toward biking, is very emblematic of the way the UP has changed over the past 50 years. If you had told city leaders in the 1970s that people would be moving to Marquette just for the chance to ride their bike every day after work, you would have been called crazy. But you know what? There's a reason Bike Magazine named Marquette County as one of the 5 best places to mountain bike in the entire United States. We have an amazing set of trail systems up here. If you're into mountain biking, there are the Ramba Trails or the North and South Noke Trails. If you enjoy something a little more mellow, there's the Iron Ore Heritage Trail. And if you just want to ride to work every day or get your kids started on their bikes, the city of Marquette has a world-class multi-use path system. And of course, it's not just Marquette. You head to the Copper Country or Ontonagon or any place in the UP with hills, and you'll find mountain bike trails. Summer or winter, you can go for a ride, get as muddy or as icy as you want, and then join your friends for a beer, swapping stories about your ride and just which one of you has been banged up the most. So, if you see a lot of people on bikes this weekend, say hey. Ask which trail system is their favorite. And if you're curious, find out just how banged up they have been, because they're mountain bikers and they're kind of proud of that. By the way, those random injuries I mentioned at the beginning of this piece, 6 stitches, smashed finger, broken tooth. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
So are you going to tell us how you got those injuries, or is that a story for another day?
That's a story for another day, and like many stories in my life, it's really embarrassing too.
Oh, I'm even more excited now. Thank you very much, Jim. It is actually Bicyclist Safety Enforcement Week, and being safe while sharing the trails and roads is exactly what we are discussing with the Michigan State Police in our 19 News Insights. That conversation is 2 minutes away.
John's Auto has big news. We've moved. Don't worry, we didn't go far. And it's still John's Auto, which means clean cars and great service. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
The UP State Fair is back, 95 years strong. WZMQ 19 brings you live coverage every day this year. We'll share the excitement from the cornhole competition to great concerts, fabulous food, animals and agriculture, and the rides. Everything you need to know about the UP State Fair on 19 News, the 19 News app, and WZMQ19.com. We'll see you at the 2023 UP State Fair.
Live coverage begins August 14th on WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight, we're tracking damaging storms, even possible tornadoes along the East Coast. And an NFL player's skin cancer scare serves as a warning to other African-American men. Plus, a shocking loss for the U.S. women's team at the World Cup. What went wrong on the CBS Evening News?
It's Diamond Days only at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. It's the perfect time to get her that diamond she's always dreamed of. Loose diamonds are 20 to 50% off. Engagement rings and wedding bands are up to 30% off. We have updated our showroom to give you the ultimate diamond and jewelry buying experience. Come see how diamond buying should be at the UP's engagement capital, exclusively at Richardson Jewelers in downtown Marquette.
Richardson Jewelers.
Your one place for everything Caribbean is on One Caribbean Television. Visit our website to subscribe and download our app. Watch One Caribbean Television anytime, anywhere, live or on demand, on your TV, phone, tablet, or computer.
At John's Auto, we love our new location because it lets us serve you better. Now we can service your car and detail it so it's super clean. Come see for yourself. John's Auto Marquette.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
In our 19 News Insights, it is Bicyclist Safety Enforcement Week in Michigan. State police will be focusing on Michigan's bicycle laws and keeping cyclists safe while sharing the roads. Joining us tonight is Lieutenant Mark D'Annunzio from Michigan State Police. Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Glad to be here.
So let's start with some kind of concerning statistics that just came out. The Office of Highway Safety Planning just came out with information that in the last 3 years, bicycle-related traffic fatalities have increased 64%. What is behind that increase?
Really, it's unknown the reason for the big increase. I think maybe some of it was COVID-related, like there was a lot of people biking when COVID
wanting to
struck,
get outside.
wanting to get outside, staying away from other people. So I think we saw a lot more people out there biking. That's probably a large part of it. A lot of these numbers aren't really UP specific. So in our limited research, I think there was only like 2 fatalities in the last few years up here in the UP. I say only with a grain of salt. That's too many, but the majority of this is coming from downstate too.
Gotcha. Okay. And for you at home that's not looking at this, so the increase was from 2017 to 2019. There were 63 fatalities, and then in 2020 to 2022, there were 103 fatalities.
Right.
And that doesn't even include just all of the bicycle-related crashes that maybe didn't end in a death, but maybe sent someone to the hospital or certainly banged someone up for the day.
Absolutely, yeah. It's unfortunate, and I think, again, a lot of it goes out to people who were outside a lot more these last few years. And we have seen a big increase just driving around. You see a lot more bikers out there than you did years past, and that's great on one end, right? People are getting outside, but it causes some traffic issues out there, and a lot of these crashes are involved with the vehicle. So It's a two-way street. The bicyclist has to be maybe a little safer, but people behind the wheel have to be a little more cognizant of their surroundings.
Yeah. Is there maybe a more dangerous time to be on the roads as a bicyclist?
There is. So the statistics show that Friday afternoon, Friday evening, for some reason, people want it maybe after work, long week, they want to go ahead out on their bikes, and that is the hot time. 7 o'clock Friday nights is when people are getting hit by cars, and I guess that's when the crashes happen, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Okay. So tell us a little bit about the tactical bike team. This is kind of like a not very well-known, for the most part, team on Michigan State Police.
Yeah, so we do have a tactical bike team. They're super awesome. We don't see them a lot up here in the UP. We would probably use the snowmobile team a little bit more.
Sure.
But we do have tactical bike members out on Mackinac Island. That's about the closest that we'll get up here. We've had some members, troopers that are specially trained in mountain biking that have been at post up here. But for the most part, it's downstate, and they are specially trained. These guys and gals go through a very intense course down in Lansing, and I watched part of it when I was down in Lansing a few years ago. They're throwing bikes around. It's for riot control. They get mobilized a lot, so like U of M games, they'll be there on site, roaming around trying to keep people safe. You can get to places on a bike a lot faster than in a patrol car a lot of times. So they're very highly trained. It's a cool unit. It's a great recruiting tool because there's a lot of people out there right now that probably would say, oh, I didn't know that you could mountain bike in the state police. You sure can. We have it all over the place downstate.
Yeah. And then really quickly before we wrap, because it is Bicycle Safety Week, what will police be doing this week?
So just a little more emphasis. We're not one of the counties that are actually targeting this, but we are keeping our troops aware a little bit more of, if you see a biker out there and they're doing something maybe wrong, stop them, correct them, let them know. A big thing that we see is blowing through a stop sign. And that happens too often. I might be guilty of it at times too. You just forget you're on a bike, it's not a motor vehicle, and you go through a stop sign. Well, you're supposed to stop there. So if we see that, we're going to take some sort of action, maybe not a ticket or something, but a talk to. So.
Sure. And there are a lot of bicycle laws. I mean, I think maybe some people aren't even aware of that there are laws when you're on a bike. Where can they go to look that kind of stuff up?
You can go to our website, michigan.gov/MSP. There's going to be some areas in there where you can find bicycle laws. Google searches for Michigan bicycle laws. That's the best place to go.
Perfect. All right. Well, Mark, thank you so much for sharing your insight. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Still ahead tonight, a sport that keeps attracting more and more players and spectators. After the break, a look back at the U.S. National Guts Frisbee Tournament held in Marquette over the weekend and the hundreds who came out to watch.
To know there's no one that deserves this more than you.
It's time to go home. It was important for me to honor her.
Woo! Popo, this is for you.
We are literally raising the roof up in here.
Yeah, Josh is like a brother to me.
A new Secret Celebrity renovation, Friday at 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Celebrate the 95th UP State Fair, presented by the Island Resort and Casino. Gear up for the best fair ever. Enjoy food, fun, rides, and great entertainment. It's August 14th through August 20th. Don't wait. Get your tickets now at upstatefair.net. WZMQ TV 19, reserved champion sponsor of the 2023 UP State Fair.
I'm Lily Simmons. Watch my reports from Escanaba and Delta County only on WZMQ 19 News.
Michelle Duder reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News.
First Bank, where it's all about people.
Around Around the UP this weekend, downtown Escanaba was the place to be. Teams of up to 10 people went head-to-head to see who could pull a semi-truck the fastest. WZMQ's Scott Minshaw has more on the organization behind the friendly competition.
You might think it's crazy for a team of middle-aged people wearing Iron Maiden t-shirts and Carhartts to pull a semi-truck down the street. But for the men and women who competed in Pulling for Honor over the weekend, it made perfect sense.
It brings the community together.
The event is raising money for the UP Honor Flight, which gives veterans the chance to go see war memorials at the nation's capital. Each team donated $500, which goes directly back to the honor flights.
It's the least we could do, honestly, to come out here and pull a truck, raise some money.
Teams were made up of local businesses and community organizations. Escanaba High School's football team even fielded a team, something they've done since the event began.
Last year we won it, so we'll have to come back next year.
Each UP Honor Flight cost around $135,000. Events like this are crucial for the organization to operate.
Last year, I believe this event raised about $12,000.
The UP Honor Flight also has other fundraisers currently going on. In Marquette County, they are auctioning off a custom coffee table.
And we're going to draw the winner on November 11th for that.
More information on how to purchase raffle tickets can be found on WZMQ's website or mobile app. Scott Mitchell, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
Also this weekend, Marquette was the host for the U.S. National Guts Frisbee Tournament. 18 teams competed in Tourist Park throughout the weekend for the 2023 Buck Buchanan Memorial Trophy. The team that came out on top, the Calumet Shuttlebobs. Marquette hosted its first Guts tournament in 1973. Players say it did become less popular in the early 2000s, but with more young team members involved now, the tournament director says Guts Frisbee is just getting bigger every year.
It's just really exciting. We got a lot of young kids playing, especially in the UP. UP has invented this sport, and we're about to take it back over.
Tonight at 11:10 Central, hear from players about what makes Guts Frisbee so special to so many Upers. Kingsford Centennial celebrations wrapped up Saturday night, but the final day kicked off with a parade and a car show. The Best of Show trophy went to Brett Eberch and his fully restored 1923 Ford Model T. Eberch, a retired laborer, restored the car for his daughter, who drove it in the Centennial Parade. The car has remained in the Kingsford area throughout its entire lifetime. Eberch considers himself a steward of the collectible that represents 100 years of the city's history.
I knew the guy, the family that this come from. He was good friends. He sold it to me, provided I put it back to the way his grandma had it. So that's what it is.
We'll have more on how he's been restoring his car tonight at 11:10 Central. A calm and dry night is ahead, and our Tuesday looks to be pretty much a carbon copy of today. Ariane has the outlook next.
This is not Big Brother. People are coming for blood, and it's gonna get ugly.
You are not in Kansas anymore.
CBS Reality Titans.
This is really a redemption season for me.
Battle it out with legends of the Challenge franchise.
Once I get an opportunity to take these bets out, I am gonna take it.
Who has what it takes to win the ultimate prize of $500,000?
Let's get to this money!
The Challenge USA new season premieres Thursday at 10/9 Central on CBS.
Ted Lasso's Brendan Hunt can really hoop. Not a skill that comes up in job interviews.
I really want to see this.
All right.
Can you catch the football?
I'm open.
Plus, Yellow Jackets, Tunny Cypress. Then, our biggest surprise of the season.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
When the sun's out.
Things that get us excited?
Sunscreen.
Who gets excited about sunscreen? Give me that sunscreen! Woo!
The fun's out.
Oh, give me that SPF 30, SPF 50, SPF 70!
On Pictionary.
Pictionary, weekdays at 7 on WZMQ CBS. Summer has arrived in the UP, and everything feels new and fresh. Now it's the best time to get inspired and get out there. Take advantage of all the events, fairs, festivals, and parades that make the UP so great. WZMQ 19 News and Weather, getting you ready for Summer Fun 2023. Live and local 19 News, weeknights at 6 and 11. This is home. Whenever you need us, WZMQ 19 News is just a click away. Watch the latest 19 News anytime on the free WZMQ 19 News app.
Just a reminder, along that Wisconsin border, especially down there in Rylander, we've got some thunderstorms pushing through. 40-mile-an-hour winds could get a little bit gusty down there. There's the reports of heavy rain, lightning, and then pea-sized hail. So that goes until about 6:15 Central Time. Taking a look right now, the temperatures, though, 75 to about 85 degrees. We'll expect them to be in that 50-degree range this evening. Iron Mountain tomorrow, looking at 61 to start the morning. Mostly sun for that 8 o'clock hour, and then some clouds moving into the earlier afternoon. About 80 degrees there by 4 p.m. and then those clouds push on out for mostly sunny skies. The county fair in Marquette at the Marquette Fairgrounds between Marquette and Gwinn starts Thursday, looking like mostly sunny there, and then we could see some rain in the afternoon, in the afternoon on Friday, possibly even some on Saturday. The rest of our week here in Marquette will expect